What's going on, YouTube? We are back with another tech rant. So I don't know how you got here. I'm just happy that you're here. Yeah, quick little thing, man. Like I got so much planned for this channel. Just things that I like to talk about. Yeah. But anyway, so if you might have got here due to the thumbnail. You might have got here due to the thumbnail. But this is something that I deal with, that I just want to talk about just personally, and where I think a lot of the big YouTubers, I'm not going to say get wrong, because like most of the YouTubers, when it comes to anything PC or anything tech related, is always about pretty much gaming, unless it's just the all out, just like more so Linus. But even if you think about Linus Media Group, right, it's always more so from PC gaming and stuff like that. Yeah, they talk about other stuff like NASs and stuff like that. It's very like broad. Like it's very like it's a lot, man. Like it's a lot when it comes to just PC. But I wanted to like really get in between the nuance between productivity and gaming. And I think like a lot of people they look for so much of gaming with your PC, but we all know a PC is so much more than just gaming. And before we get into the rant, right, I got another rant to talk about. So I had this channel for like 2 years, right? And I'm not capping, like I should have taken a picture of it. What did I do to YouTube to deserve what be going on? Let me tell you what I mean by that. So yesterday I had 10 subscribers. I got the notification, yada yada yada. And now today I have 7 subscribers. Where did them 3 subscribers go? Right? All right, whatever. Then I almost cracked 100 views on my first video. Now the video only has 1 view and 2 likes when I had 5. I am truly frustrated, and this is not just an occurrence on this channel. This has literally happened on my other channels. Like my views get cannibalized some way, somehow. I've had like 700 views on a video. It's like on my bigger channel or whatever, and I'll have like 700 views, and the next thing I know, like the next day is like 600. And mind you, I'm not doing nothing weird, nothing funny, nothing freaky, nothing like I don't know. Like I just don't get it, and I don't know what's going on with YouTube or whatever the case may be. But I just wanted to get that off my chest, and I hope YouTube fix this stuff. Like, golly, I need to make a channel just for that, just to rant about how I feel like I'm being railroaded by YouTube. But anyway, yeah though. So I was watching PC Builder. He's a great guy, I'm barely like ever like in his chat. Like, I watch a lot of content or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really comment too much, and maybe you could call it hating, but I'll only comment when I really see something that I don't like, or maybe it's such a great video I just want to let the creator know, or something's really funny. I'll put like laughing emojis and things of that nature. Now PC Builder, or whatever the case would be, like I said, a great guy, or whatever the case would be. One time he was a guy had a certain budget. This one pretty much graphics cards, especially in the video graphics cards, was MSRP or whatever. Well, the announced MSRP. And the guy said his budget, and he was breaking down, because that's what PC Builder, that's what that channel does. It breaks down like your PC build, so like so you won't get the wrong parts and bottleneck and all that other stuff. Now the guy had a certain budget, and he got the 5070 Ti, but he got that or whatever. He was that's his name, Jason. Jason was like, well, you need to get with your budget, like why not max out your budget or whatever the case may be, and get the 5080. What? 5080. Now, I want y'all to realize that I am more. Yes, play games on PC. I'm a PC gamer. I rather do PC over console, cause like once you cross over, you really truly see that it's a whole different. It's different. Like you are like, damn, like this like, so 4K 60 on a PC, 4K 60, pretty much a low end PC. Now you may not be able to get 4K 60 max settings, but on a mid range PC, actually going towards a lower PC, you can get 4K 60 low to medium settings, and that's still going to blow. Like, it's going to blow console out the water, because a lot of people don't even know that console use upscaling, and it's just like through the past years that people started, the tech tubers started really talking about it. So anyway, so as far as like gaming performance in the 5080, because the guy was productivity based, but he wanted, to be able to game. So he said, why you didn't get the 5080? I thought it was a bad take. And I'm like, is he getting, like, I don't know. I just felt some way. So I commented or whatever. And I was like, usually Jason, I told him, I said, usually you be on point. Cause I'm now I'm not an expert or anything like that. But when it comes to like productivity, like I said, I'm more productivity based. The 5070 Ti versus the 5080, productivity wise, it has one more. So the 5070 Ti have, I think it's 2 encoders, 1 decoder, and if you go to the 5080, it's 2 and 2. Gaming performance, they're literally like damn near like identical or whatever. Like, it's like what they say, like 5% fast or something like that. Like, it ain't the best bang for your buck would be the 5070 Ti. And being the owner of a 5070 Ti, I can tell you that it eats 4K for lunch. Like, point blank period, eat it for lunch, right? So now would the 5080 be a little bit faster? Yes. So as a person that consume a lot of productivity content anyway, fast forwarding it to today, Jason was saying, just about, if you make money from, your PC, you probably want to see the system requirements for the software that you use, like Adobe Premiere, which I use DaVinci Resolve Studio or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's like not the same, but it's the same stuff. Cut, split, AI tools, yada yada yada. I've been using DaVinci Resolve pretty much since it came out, because I used to have a Mac, and before maybe my PC had got like outdated, it was a Mac Pro 2015 or whatever, and that was before I knew about Apple tax and stuff like that. But Apple's, especially the Pros and even the Airs, they're meant for like productivity, so it's a little bit different with the unified memory. That's all that stuff. I don't want to really nerd out and go too off in a tangent on that stuff. But long story short, he was basically talking about, that the average gaming PC can do like your productivity based stuff. Yes, that's true. It's usually powerful enough. But when you actually get into, like, when it comes to NVIDIA versus AMD has yet to really lock down productivity. So like, a lot of times, you gotta pay that NVIDIA tax. Like I said, a lot of these channels are truly just based off of like the aspect of like a gamer. And that's what this rant is about today. Is like, your PC is more than a gaming tool. Like, you can use your PC for coding, this, that, and third. And if you got a pretty mid-range PC, but you cater towards gaming, you are a lot better off, because AMD graphics cards can do like basic stuff, like basic photo editing. Actually, they do really, really good on photo editing. Even their CPUs do very, very good on like with photo editing, right? But when you really want to really get into like the productivity, you gotta get the best, and the best would be considered NVIDIA or whatever, because then you'll get that gaming performance and you'll get that productivity. But it's a reason why, it's like people, and most people that game, they want to stream, they want to, they want to make videos, and just like he said, they can usually cast to do them things, but the Core Ultra may not be top of the line in gaming. The Core Ultra 5 245K, the CPU, that's the CPU that I own right now, whatever, eats the 9800X3D for lunch in productivity. Point blank period. But that's on the productivity front. Now in gaming, you'll be a little bit more lackluster. But as you gotta realize, I feel like when you get in a PC or whatever, you should balance it out, unless that's truly all you gonna be doing or whatever the case may be. And maybe you got a dual PC setup, which we'll get into that in another video, which is a headache. We gotta get out of this. We have to get out of the thing where as though it's like PC gaming. Like, if you think about it, all the news, PC gaming is dying. Just that and the third. Oh, because of the RAM is so high. Yada yada yada. And it's all based on is not really based on consumer type stuff. Like, it's more based on like gaming. I get it. But when you get a PC, even me, when I got a PC, I was mainly, and maybe that's just me coming from, coming from somebody that's been editing for like nine to 10 plus years, right? When I got the PC, it was more so to get my productivity down or whatever the case may be. And I made a separate gaming PC. Once again, we'll talk in a later video about the whole dual PC thing. And if I would have known what I know now, I just would have created a more powerful PC, like opposed to trying to make a max gaming PC and then a separate PC for productivity. Because at the end of the day, I could have made a powerful, if I would have used all the funds and stuff that I put into it, which I don't regret, because I got 4 PCs and I use all of them. But this one that I'm recording on right now is my main. I would have put all of that into one PC. So the point that I'm making is, when you looking at these other YouTubers, to get the best out of the PC, if you got a strong graphics card and you play at high resolution, now this is like simple knowledge, and you play at like a higher resolution, that's a lot of that's more so GPU power. That's not really CPU power. Now, CPU intensive games, once you cross over into them higher resolutions, like I play at 4K, so it ain't really too much powerful, a more powerful gaming CPU can really do for me. And then another thing is too, it's just so many nuance. It's just, when you building your PC, remember what PC stand for: personal computer. So if you want a gaming capable PC, just know that productivity come with it. So like I said, the 98X3D or whatever, then think about it like this. I could switch motherboards, is that and the third, or I could upgrade, because I already have a B650 motherboard, a 650B motherboard or whatever, because I have a 7700X AMD. And gaming, when I was just gaming, like when I had the PC separate and that was like for gaming, that thing was nasty. It was like I was getting that drone was like, that was real good, right? But it only can use, so in order for you to get in, and we know productivity wise, it's about capacity. So you can't use 4 sticks of RAM with AMD, and you can, but you have to turn it down tremendously for your system to be stable. So that's a lose right there, at least with Intel, even though Intel did some bullshit, meaning like this is the last generation, but I heard they about to have a refresh or whatever, which is crazy because basically it's giving me the signs that I should wait for the refreshes. But the 265K Core Ultra 7, which I'm getting literally probably next week or this week, it's like I need it, and it's going to give me a little bit more performance. It's going to give me like a lot more, in my opinion, a lot more performance productivity wise. It's just gonna give me a little bit more performance for gaming, just a little bit. But I'm happy. I'm happy with that. I wish the Core Ultra went on sale for a crazy price, because I would definitely get that. The Core Ultra 9 285K. I would get that, whatever, and I wouldn't have to worry about CPU for a minute. But anyway, getting off task. Yeah, when you build your PC, like, and you watching the YouTubers and stuff like that, first off, don't worry about the fear of missing out. Also, build your PC, because believe it or not, it's a good chance that you want to be a content creator. Like, cause PC, like I said, is so much more than just gaming. It's so much more you could do than just game or whatever. So if you base it off productivity and you got a gaming on the side, like, a gaming PC can perform productivity, but productivity can also perform gaming. And what I mean by that is, actually, if you have a stronger productivity PC or whatever, and that's why, if you notice, AMD CPUs that's used for, like, basically like try to get the best of both worlds, is outrageously priced. It's a reason for that. And then even like the quote unquote productivity, which is the X's, but you can also use them for gaming, is still way higher than, like, Intel. But once again, going back to my first point, Intel eats AMD up for breakfast when it comes to productivity. Same for Nvidia for the graphics cards. And it's just like, so just know that once again, it kind of gets annoying, because it's like gaming and productivity, they don't go hand in hand, but they both can do both of the things. And 9 out of 10, and I say this in my opinion, 9 out of 10, most people that want to get into PC literally want to stream and create content. So you need, in my opinion, you need like a balanced system, whereas though you're not just thinking about maxing out or mid-maxing gaming performance. But listen, let me know in the comment section if I'm on to something. You can just talk about your frustration and let me know, am I the only one that mostly when I watch the tech tubers, it's always about gaming, and you only can find a few tech tubers when in the PC space talking about productivity. Oh, before I go, now I know it's easy to like, so please like the video, but it costs everything to subscribe. But I guarantee if you subscribe, you will always leave here with something. So please subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.